It's the Hot Pockets MLG pregame show coming at you from Raleigh, North Carolina. And guys, we're talking about some of the top Halo 3 teams competing here this weekend. And it's time to talk about the Big Five. And at number 5, guys, we have Status Quo, one of the 3 teams keeping the same lineup. I love the squad, led by Flamesword, Ace, an incredible support player, and Nabel, one of the best snipers in the league. Tell us about them, Scott. What are you expecting to see this weekend?
Well, you know, Chris, they're consistent. We said after the first event, we said, you know, they finally have the tournament experience and they're going to perform. They've got 4th twice in a row. This team is prepared. They're coming out. But the thing I like about this team is Flamesword. Flamesword is the best communicator in the league. If you ever get a chance to watch our live broadcast, which you better be, you should listen to Flamesword. He is always calling out his teammates' screen, and he knows exactly what's going on. He is the most vocal leader I have seen in this league.
And one of the most underrated players on that squad, in my opinion, Ace. The kid blows my mind every time I see him at the LAN. Look out for big things from him this weekend, guys. But let's move on to our number 4 seed. We're going to jump on board with Straight Rippin here. Now, Straight Rippin, after Columbus, basically disintegrated. Believe the hype picks up. Snipedown and Hines legit needs to take a break. But Tsquared, he's a smart guy. He goes out there and he aligns himself with some of the guys from Classic. Now he's playing with 3/4 of the Classic squad, and they're looking pretty awesome, D-Mac.
Yeah, and remember what this Classic squad has done in the past. Look at this team. They placed second place 2 times in a row, one including last year's national championship. And then you put him with the captain Tsquared. Tsquared, he is the one player that could play through the bad. He could place bad for a whole year, but you know that Tsquared will come back next year and he'll be on top of his game. When you put Tsquared and Ghostayame on the same squad, they are just winners. Now, I know they haven't played up to their potential and they had a rough time at the 6-team LAN, but when it comes to tournament time, this is one of the teams that you do look out for and you do not overlook anyway.
And Straight Rippin', well, Tsquared, he's been all over Twitter, and let me just say, he's not happy about all the haters.
He's angry.
He's looking to turn some heads here this week. And let's move on now to a couple of the guys that used to be on Straight Rippin'. They now find themselves on the 3rd-seeded team. Believe the hype. Snipedown and Hines join up with Demon D and Maniac here, guys. And this new BTH squad, you heard me on the Old Spice report. I've been raving about this squad. So pumped.
But you know, Chris, as scary as this team is, they still have one major weakness, but it's really not that bad because their individual skill can get them over that hump. And that's they don't communicate that well. They're really quiet. And the thing is on their teams in the past, they've just been, everyone caters to them, but now they're finally on their own. But the thing is you can't count this team out. They have Demon D and Snipedown, the 2 best players. You're watching Demon D do this, but I'm telling you, Snipedown gets the sniper for a reason. He is the best sniper in this league.
And I have to say, watching them at the 6-team LAN, I love their play style. They had Demon D sitting back, the other 3 guys constantly in your face. I think if they do that here in Raleigh, they will be overwhelming some teams. And they're definitely going to be looking to overwhelm Final Boss later on in the winner's bracket. Final Boss is coming in at our number 2. And guys, they really waited till the championship match against Instinct to show some life in Columbus.
And here's another one of those 3 teams that decided not to change, and for good reason. Final Boss made a lot of noise in Columbus. You saw them almost take Instinct to the very end, to that game 11, but it didn't quite happen. But Final Boss has had 3 months to come and prepare, and they've done great at both the LANs in between. This team is for real. And Ogre 2 is back. I think this is his tournament to shine. He played extremely well in Columbus. Pistola is finally starting to get comfortable. This Final Boss squad is scary on all cylinders.
Scary on all cylinders.
Yeah, I really believe it.
I love it. So scary and ridiculous. Guys, 50th event. Ogre 2 has the opportunity of becoming the most winning player in MLG history. Will it go down? It would be quite fitting for the MLG's only dynasty to win this one, right?
He was a dominant player in the first event, and now he's a dominant player still at the 50th event. That's longevity.
God, gotta love that kid. All right, guys, and now it's time to talk about the number 1 team in the league. They just won back-to-back tournaments, and they have a player who has won 3 straight MVP awards, Cloud. It's Instinct. Check out the lineup here. You got Lunchbox and Roy. They helped start this thing, and they picked up Cloud and Elamite this season.
And you know, you said it right there. They have a player who's won 3 events in a row, but they also won a 2-peat. This team has yet to get lazy this season, and until they do, no one is going to beat them. And when you look at this squad, D-Mac, you see Roy and Cloud got the MVP at our last event. That's 2 people getting an MVP. That means that this team's working incredible together.
2 of the best players on the same team. Kind of the reason Instinct's at the top, don't you think? All right, guys, well, now that you know the teams, we're going to go to a quick commercial break, but we'll have our top 8 predictions when we come back.